Welcome to another escape route stream. Tonight's just a chill stream. I wonder if anybody's around. Nobody's popped up yet. Weird. Okay. Everything should be... Oh, yeah, my hair is a mess. Last night's chat is showing. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. Oh, another thing. I actually want to have the voice lobby open tonight, so I guess I'll have to remove microphone delay. So expect maybe the stream... You know how it is. It usually stops working when I make a modification to the webcam. Oh, and we didn't drop any frames that time. Well, according to XSplit anyway. I don't know whether that's actually true or not. But, there you go. Just one more thing. Just one more thing. Inner circle ahoy! Just make sure that I got the right microphone set for the inner circle, and then we're all good. Connect. Yeah. Right one. So, what I'm going to do first is unlock this Splatoon 2 theme, which means I just got to keep playing Tetris Battle Royales until I unlock it. And then we might play some Smash Brothers. I might purchase the Fighter Pass. So I've been meaning to do that. Oh, this theme looks nice. Get ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh. Liking it. Do da 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 do. I want that theme. I'm gonna keep playing until I get it. Problem with building like this is I screw myself over very quickly. I certainly didn't want to do any Nier tonight. I've done nothing but chores today. Today's been a chores day. I've done so much laundry. So much laundry. You wouldn't think a family of 3 could get through this much laundry, but they can. It's pretty ridiculous. So I've done laundry today. Oh, everybody's out in full force. They want this Splatoon theme. 87. Ugh. That's 1 point. Oh, that's 5 points. Okay. I could do better than that. All I need is 100 points to unlock this theme. Place 1 of 99. How good would it be if it started me in a match with just myself and I automatically unlocked the skin? That would be great. Okay. I can do better. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's just a really nice fit for Tetris. Who'd have thought Splatoon would work? But that's just because the Splatoon music's so good. It's alright. Everybody's out in full force. They want this skin. Totes understandable. I do too. Oh. Sugar. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Let's clear this up a little bit. Okay, 82. It's better than the last match. Already making improvements. It's all luck of the draw, though. I remember the last time I played Tetris 99, there was a match where I was targeted by like 10 people off the bat. And it's just luck of the draw. It's all random. Whoa, there's so much activity right now. This match is on fire. Come on. Nice, cleaning up a little bit. I got this, I got this. As per usual, not many people on a Friday night. Yo! Driving, welcome! This is Tetris 99. This is the Splatoon 2 event, which plays Splatoon music over Tetris 99. Of course, it would be this song for this segment of the match. The main thing with this event is you can unlock this skin for use always, but you have to score a certain amount of points in the event. So I'm going to be playing until I unlock the skin, which shouldn't take too long. The higher you score in matches, the more points you earn. And you can earn a cumulative, so keep playing until you get the skin. Shouldn't take too long. Then I'm probably going to play some Smash Brothers after that. Might buy the Fighter's Pass tonight. Seeing as I was waiting until I got paid to be able to do that. Wow, this music's great. Oh gosh. Getting targeted now. We're getting low in the proceedings. This is position 26. So only 25 other people in the match. Oh no! Smashed! 22 though. How many points is 22? Plus 20 points. Okay, not bad. Won't take too long to unlock the skin. You've only got, I think, this weekend to do it, but I'm going to do it tonight. Even if it means playing like 20 matches, I'm going to do it. It shouldn't take that long. If you get consistently in the 20s, that's 20 points. That's only 5 matches to unlock the skin. But of course, that relies on you scoring well every time, which is not always a guarantee you're going to get. I want to get badges this time. I always do well when I've got a lot of badges on hand, so I'm really going to focus on just KOs to begin with. And then see where that gets me. Not that you're going to score any KOs this early in the game, but it happens. There's a slight gap there. If I target for KOs, I might get a few badges, which increases my attack strength. I like how even the pieces have a sort of painted look in this Splatoon theme. It's subtle, but the pieces just look kind of cartoony, which helps sell the idea that this is a Splatoon theme. Like, it isn't just a piece of music, like, there's more to it than that. I also like that they took criticism on board. When they did the classic Tetris event, you had to win, you had to get a Tetris Maximus to unlock the classic Tetris theme. This time, you just have to score enough points over several matches, which is immediately improved over how they handled it for the classic Tetris event. They definitely listened to criticism on that, and just across the board in general with Tetris 99, constantly just listening to criticism, and I dig that. That's incredibly awesome of them. Not having to slave away to get a skin. Everybody who wants a skin will eventually get it through effort with this, whereas with Tetris Maximus there was never a guarantee of that, because it really relied on skill, whereas this one is just skill gets it faster. And that's a huge improvement. Sometimes you just can't You can't rely on the luck of the right pieces falling. This music is so good. I've always liked the Splatoon series music. It's so underrated. When they announce stages in Japan for Splatoon, the social media posts go into like the lore of the Splatoon universe and say like, this stage is all about this and this stage is all about that. And when they announce stages for Splatoon on social media outside of Japan, it's like, this stage is coming to Splatoon 2, and that's it. The Japanese posts always go into like the lore implications of the stages, and like go into the history and the backstory, and then when they announce the stages in America, they're just like, this is a new stage. They think like the gamers outside of Japan don't want to know about the lore implications of the stages, but we do. We genuinely want to know, you know, what the in-universe reason is for this stage being made available, and they never bother with it when making like the US or UK social posts about Splatoon. Sometimes we want to know, you know, what the reason is for a certain stage being made available. All I needed was a long piece. Still 13. That should be like 30 points? 35 points. Alright, okay. It's fine. We'll keep playing until we unlock the skin. Yo! Jonah, welcome. Matching, matching, matching. If only matchmaking in real life was this easy. I'm just thinking about the early morning tomorrow morning. It's just going to do me in. I have a holiday and literally I get to spend half of my holiday having a good time. Oh well. At least I get the evenings to myself. I think the music makes the game... Yeah, the music definitely helps in this theme specifically. Like, it wouldn't feel like a Splatoon-themed Tetris event if it didn't have Splatoon music in it. Definitely sells the idea of a Tetris, a Splatoon-themed Tetris event. It's nice. Oh, already getting my butt handed to me on this one. I knew I shouldn't have skipped Tetris classes. Give me something I can use! Magaganamag! News you can use! Oh, the randomizer hates me. You can predict the randomizer in a game like Puyo Tetris, but not here. Puyo Tetris is guaranteed to give you one of every piece, like every so many pieces. So you can kind of guess what piece you're going to get. Not in this. Or if there is, I haven't figured out the pattern. It's alright, I got this. I got this by the ass. I've got Tetris Maximus in offline mode. I know that doesn't count, but still. I'm no spring chicken when it comes to Tetris. Sure, I wasn't the kid on the playground with the highest score. If you want to speak to the kid who had the highest score in the playground on Tetris, it was probably Ant keeps gaming. He seems like the kind of guy that would have had, like, the high score in Tetris. I stayed up all night playing Tetris! If there was anybody who, like, gives me that impression, it would be Ant. Stayed up all night playing Tetris! Grades be damned. I'll have to ask him next time I see him. Oh! Double press! First double press! I'm not going to blame the Pro Controller, because it's my Splatoon Pro Controller. It should be bringing me luck for this Splatoon-themed event. Alright. We're in the 50s, so I'll get at least 5 points. Or however many it is. Everybody's so desperate to unlock this theme. Like, I've never seen Tetris 99 with this much garbage flying everywhere. It's brought out the pros. Must unlock timed cosmetic. Must unlock 1 byte on save file. Ugh. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a match, catch me a match. Don't make it suck. Inject the memes into my bloodstream. Why has God abandoned us? Had a 4.4 earthquake this morning. It's small but not a good sign. Oh no. Day of disaster. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I would say take everything off your bookshelves and stack it up neatly in the corner of your room. But in all seriousness, though, 4.4, that's fairly high. I mean, we get a lot of 3s and 4s in the UK, but normally it's sort of like at night time and you don't notice it. Remember a few years ago there was this nasty one in Folkestone. I say a few years ago, this was like 2008 or 9, and it was a fierce earthquake. People were talking about it for a while. I felt it in bed. Oh man, what is with this? Look at this match! It's flying everywhere! What is this? Every player is ejaculating Tetris pieces. Oh, there is some real fire going on in this match. Never seen it so active. Shit, I gotta make do with a crap piece. Ah! Yeah, that wasted a lot of time, I know. I'm dead. $60. Pathetic. Gino, there will be a time when I will no longer be able to put up with it. I'm not sure when it will be. That's what every Tetris 99 match is like, especially in online tourneys. Oh, is this a tournament? Oh, I just thought it was unlocking a skin. Okay, that explains why everyone is intense. I just want the skin. I don't give a fuck about, like, scoring well in some tournament. I don't give a fuck. I just want to unlock a skin. I want to unlock at least one timed cosmetic. And in this match, just nowhere near as much shit flying around. I swear it's just luck of the draw sometimes. Oh, these pieces are horrible. Oh, it's horrible! That was my worst Michael Rosen impression. I did my best. I failed. It's important that I understand that and I move on with my life. Oh no, it's horrible! Right, I'm gonna have to build up again. Oh, this is awful. This is horrible! I fucked up. I fucked up! It's alright. We can rebuild, we can rebuild. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's still good, it's still good. It's a little airborne, it's still good, it's still good. No. It's gone. I think it was the Asians, specifically. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just worried that my inaction in, like, calling you out on your comments might be perceived as me approving of your comments, which I do not. But there's a lot of people who believe that, and that worries me. I don't want to be seen approving, seen as approving the content of comments, because I do not approve the content of practically any of the comments that I receive in my chat. Sorry, guys. I don't agree with the idea that because you don't act on a comment, you must approve of it. That's just nonsense to me. I barely approve any comments. Welcome, Sushi Sunshine! Now that I've made myself appear like an absolute asshole, how are you doing? Did you see Mochi falling out of a hammock? Hammoku! Kawaii. The last thing I'd want to do is censor anybody. So feel free to comment away, just let it be known that the content of comments, I do not condone anything that my chat says. I disagree with the notion that because you don't act on a comment, you must approve. Oh, for fuck's sake. That you must approve it. I don't believe that. But there are people who do. So I'm having mispresses. I might have to look at that sensitivity option, because it's fucking me up. It's a load of bull. Come on! I'm only playing until I unlock that skin. I don't give a shit about total points, mate. I care about Tetris Maximus. If I got one, that would be nice. But the game's been out too long for me to get a Tetris Maximus now. Everybody's too good at it. That's what I get for hacking my Switch and not being able to play online. It's my punishment. I totally accept that. The only time I'm going to get Tetris Maximus is, like, at the one time where everybody's asleep except UK people. Minami Momochi is wonderful. I think it's great that Minami Momochi is adding English subtitles to her videos, even though they're English. Yes, I think Minami Momochi is well aware that she has English-speaking fans. And I'm sure she's very proud of the fans that she has. She hearted both of my comments, so yeah, I'm totally hype about that. But we got 3 good memes out of that video. The first one, oh, wow, wonderful, was good. I like Hammoku, and of course her falling out of the hammock. Obviously staged, but still cool. For the feet fetishists out there, you got a nice good look at Mochi's feet, you fucking weirdos. I was listening to the H3H3 podcast talking about Belle Delphine. Yes, I'm bringing her up. And there was something they said in the podcast that apparently one of her videos was her eating a burger. And immediately my mind went to Gino. Immediately my mind went there. Hey, on holiday, RB. Yes, I am. I spent most of today doing chores. You wouldn't believe how much washing there was. How much laundry needed to be done. I didn't even get through all of it. Some of it's sitting in the machine. I'm just going to peg it up tomorrow in the morning. Before I head out to do one of my many obligations tomorrow. Fucking hell. 70. No. 90. 80. We're almost there. We've almost got 100 points. That's all that matters. Can't stand Belle Delphine. Fair enough. Everyone's drooling at Belle Delphine selling her butt water. I don't think everyone is. A lot of people realise that, you know, she's trolling, just having a good sense of humour. I appreciate Belle Delphine's sense of humour. Absolutely. Clearly someone who knows her audience and she's taking advantage of her audience. And kudos to her for the sense to do it. I just want to say how much I love coming home from a long feeling day at work to an escape route stream. Well, I appreciate that. By the way, guys, voice lobby is open, so feel free to jump in and help me feel less lonely. It's been a long day and I need someone to talk to. Oh, sugar. Already being attacked. Oh, I need. Oh. Take it. Take it! Take it, take it, take it, take it! Just imagine an Animal Crossing event for when New Horizons comes out next year. You could have KK, is it KK Western? Is that KK Western? I think it is. KK Western would make a great Tetris event theme. I'm kind of disappointed that the Splatoon event isn't the Smash Brothers remix of Bomb. Fuck it. Self-destruct. All I can hear is Charlie the cat. Wow, 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 wow. Charlie says. Wow, 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 wow. Charlie says, your mother sucks cocks in hell. Oh. Merman. I never thought I'd find a Battle Royale game I liked. 42. Pathetic. People are accusing Belle Delphine of selling tap water than actual... Oh, what Discord? Okay, this Discord. Do you have to buy extra themes or can you unlock them? You unlock them by earning points. Then again, if it's butt water or tap water or worse, someone else's butt water, Belle can get away with it, unfortunately. Yeah, and unfortunately it's true. What, that she can get away with it? People are in love with her, desperately want to be her boyfriend, and they'll do anything for her, and Belle can take advantage of that. So she could just sell plain old tap water and make millions. She could. She could. She could. I'm sure there'll be someone that, I'm thinking about doing a rabbit for Miami Connection at some point. Probably do Fist of the North Star as well. I'll have to look into how Rabbit works. Apparently Belle Delphine lives in England. I don't know where. But apparently she lives in England, so... Hey, Belle Delphine, if it doesn't work out, there's a loser with literally no future prospects. Oh, wait, no, that's your entire fan base. See, I'm funny. Just saying. I watched her octopus video, and I was thoroughly disturbed throughout, which means it had its intended effect. If you haven't seen the octopus video, oh my god. That was the point where I realized that Belle Delphine was a troll. A master troll was when I watched the octopus video. Literally, googly eyes on a dead octopus. Pretending to play Mario Kart with a dead octopus. Master troll. That's the point where you're like, this woman is insanely clever. Like, straight up full-on intellectual. I wish I had the gall and clout to do stunts like that on YouTube. But nobody would want my bathwater. And before you say you would, you wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't want my bathwater. I think Bella's American, but from what I've heard, she lives in the UK. Bringing the heat on this Friday night. Woo! Woo woo woo! By the way, oh wait, I've answered that. I don't care who it is. I really don't want anyone's bathwater, lol. Understandable. You wouldn't get bathwater out of me anyway, because I don't take baths. You don't wash! I didn't say that. I shower because I'm a smart. I'm a smart. Showers use less water. I'm a smart. Took a shower today. I trimmed my beard and then I'm like, fuck, it's everywhere. So I took a shower. You could always collect the grey water from the shower. Oh! That's the sound of someone having joined the stream. Who have we got? In the inner circle, it's Jonah. Welcome, Jonah.
Yeah. Hey, hello.
Yo, what's up? You come to lay the smack down on Belle Delphine?
Well, that, and I just want to talk, and I'm also playing a Neptunia mobile game.
A Neptunia mobile game?
Yeah, it's called Make a Miracle Force.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a SRPG. It's published by NTT Play, I think, and it's more of a crossover game with other Cabal Heart games, including Fairy Fencer F and Neptunia.
A Death End Request in there?
I think so. I haven't played Death Request.
I've been looking at it. It's on my Steam wish list. One of these days I'll get it. I love the idea of it being like a totally tame game until the endings, where it's extremely graphic. That sounds right up my street.
There is also a Neptunia clock app that lets you interpret your favorite idea-fetching Cabal Heart characters while functioning as an alarm clock.
I think you told me about this. You can have the waifu wake you up in the morning.
Yeah, but it's idea-fed to characters, even Eren or Blanc or Neptune or even Noir for that. And yeah, basically it's an alarm clock, but with your Neptunia waifu, which basically, to be honest, I would want an alarm clock for real, a real-life, actual physical clock that has that. I think I saw an anime once that had that clock.
I thought you were saying a real-life anime girl who is an alarm clock that wakes you up and berates you for sleeping in.
No, just a real life clock that has that feature, that's all I'm saying.
I remember, I'm sure I said this when you brought it up before, but the K-On! Game for PSP has an alarm clock mode where they'll read the time to you, but it's so basic by comparison compared to what you're describing.
Right.
Yo, Soy! Popping in to show your support. I'll be around for the stream tonight, hopefully. Depends on how tired I get, but I'm curious, what are you streaming tonight? Can you say?
No.
Or is it a surprise? This is Tetris 99 with a Splatoon-themed event, and I've almost unlocked the skin for play all year round.
Yeah, it's Tetris 99, but did you see my comment where I said I participated in an online tournament once and I got the Game Boy Classic skin for it?
Well, didn't you have to, like, get Tetris Maximus to unlock that skin?
I did, and I pretty much got it.
Oh, man. I'm glad that they listened to criticism and changed the criteria, though. So you don't have to get Tetris Maximum for the Splatoon one.
Right.
Hopefully they bring back that classic Tetris skin so you can unlock it again at a later time. But we all know what modern games are like. They probably won't bring it back.
There's some games that bring back old events and do that, such as the Okawatch mobile game Puni Puni, known in the West as Ripple Wobble, and there's also Pokemon Go, which sometimes do old events but do new ones strictly and whatever. So.
I remember from watching the Sonic Runners history video that Sonic Runners did it, but every time they brought an old event back, it was for timed mode, which barely anybody played. So it was like, oh, you're bringing it back, but what did it cost? Everything.
Is that another Nier joke?
No, it was meant to be an Infinity War joke, but I haven't seen Infinity War, so I'm making guesses on how the joke actually works. So, I've seen the meme of some like little girl asking Thanos, like, how much did it cost? And I've seen versions of the meme where it's like he's got a McDonald's meal and it's like $4.99.
Right.
I'm showing my lack of meme ability.
You know, I just remembered that my GameStop has Nier on PS3 for like, I think, $18.
That's a lot. That game's clearly gone up in value. That's interesting.
$18 and...
It's weird that they would sell it for that much, because the game even got a reprint. After Automata came out, Square Enix offered a reprint of the game on the Square Enix website. Yes! Unlock the skin! Ba-ba-ba!
Well, 18 in American dollars is different from pounds if you know how the...
Yeah, but it works out around 20 quid. Around 21 quid.
I would say so.
So that's like a lot for that game, considering that I was picking up Nier copies for £5 each not too long ago. That's why I have like 2 copies of Nier here. There's like 2 in storage. I collect them so I can give them to people. Introduce them to the joy that is Nier. Okay, now I've unlocked the skin. I'm going to go to the store and purchase the Smash Brothers Fighter Pass. So I will have to duck the screen to the talk screen when it comes to making the actual purchase. Let's have a look, see what's on current offers on the store.
I do recommend going to at least coming soon or what's on now for Japan's eShop, because that has some pretty good looking stuff.
I need to link up my Japanese account with this Switch. I probably won't link my Japanese account up with this Switch, because I'm thinking about buying a new Switch after all, giving my brother his Switch back. I wasn't aware how much money I was going to make payday-wise. It's good money. I could afford to buy the second Switch. And I wouldn't be in a hard place financially if I did.
Did you know that Toriba got a Nintendo Switch port?
It did. As far as I'm aware, just Asia, though.
Well, Asia for English and Japan and Europe. But here's the thing.
Oh,
Well, I think Europe, I don't know for sure unless that's confirmed. But if you download any version, like this is a Switch thing for the eShop in general.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. If you download any version, it will work.
Even if it's Japan and it shows supported languages, one of the big English, it automatically just switches to the a language your Switch
to your console language.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Oh. What have we got? Oh yeah, that's right. It was Donkey Kong Country 3 on GBA. I totally forgot. Yeah. Come on, Escape Route. Just show us all your personal credit information. I can tell you now, my PIN number for my card is 4 digits. Really narrowing it down. Steins Gate Elite at 50% off! I want it on PC, though. Good price for it, though. Fantasy Stars Sega Ages. No thanks. Where's Puyo Puyo?
Sega Ages is good. I mean, it's the only good part of the Sega Classic Sega's been doing since they are focusing on every generation they've been putting out. It's not just Genesis, but also Master System and possibly the Saturn, possibly is what I can hope for. And also arcade games as well.
If they drop this Ben 10 game to a tenner on Steam, I will grab it. But not on Switch.
Depends if it's a bad game or a good game, because I don't care about Ben 10 games, to be honest.
Doesn't matter. It's published by Outright Games, therefore I have to own it, and I have to play it. I'm waiting for that Paw Patrol game to come out on Steam nice and cheap. It's on Steam, but it just hasn't been cheap enough yet for me. I've got all of Outright Games' games on my wish list on Steam. I'm keeping a close eye on them. Because I find their shovelware schlock to actually be rather decent quality games. Like, they genuinely care about the licenses that they're working with. This looks cute, but it's probably a VN. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. It's an RPG of some kind.
What's it called?
Visuals are quite nice. World Neverland Elnir Kingdom.
Is it one of those obscurely sounding Kemco RPGs that they put out?
Developed by Althea? Visit the kingdom as a traveler. Let's skip ahead. I love the aesthetic. It looks like a PSP game. It looks like PSP.
Well, saying that just sounds like they just have a low budget and the Switch isn't too powerful unless you just argue the fact that the Smash Bros. Ultimate looks way better.
This is just super cute. I've played PSP games that look like this.
Right.
Is there like a... Yeah, there's a watch list. I'll add it to the watch list. But I probably won't get it. I'll keep an eye on it, though. Maybe I can evaluate it on my other Switch. Anything super cheap and super cool. Oh, Monsters Overboard. I played that. It's garbage. ERB, give me your money. I'd make better use of it. A. BCD. Is that it for the... Oh no, more stuff is loading. Crayola Scoot. Let's get that to that sort of price on Steam, and we're talking. I'll buy it on PC. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually want to play Crayola Scoot just because of how much it looks like a bootleg Splatoon, but with Crayola
on the name. It's Splatoon and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater if it had a baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was surprisingly playable for what it was.
I saw YouTube videos on it, including one that said it's a bad game and just a ripoff of Splatoon, or I think it was Alpha Rad that made the video on it, titled Bootleg Splatoon or whatever it was. It's that series he makes, and it was on Crayola Scoot.
Oh yeah, shit, I need to get hold of Octo expansion, don't I? Shit. That's more
Octo expansion gives you awesome stuff, including the
playing as an
feature to play.
Octoling.
Yeah.
In multiplayer. You have to beat the game first, though, but yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, that's it for the deals and current offers. Okay. So, charts, what's really popular right now in download exclusives?
Is this for the UK or USA?
For the UK. Cadence of Hyrule
Right.
at number 2. A lot of shit in here.
Is one of them Fortnite?
As far as I'm aware, Fortnite is not download exclusive. Or is it? I think it is actually on Switch.
Well,
it's on
Fortnite
consoles where it's not download exclusive.
Well, Fortnite is on Switch, and it's download only on Switch, unless you include that physical copy of Fortnite that just has exclusive stuff, and it's not worth it, pretty much.
I'm adding Kill la Kill to my watch list, but I'm pretty sure that's coming out on PC, so...
You mean the fighting game?
PC. Yeah. Kill la Kill If. Looks so good.
I played the demo on PS4. It's on multi-platform. It's pretty good, actually.
It does look so good. Okay, then what I will do is grab the Smash Pass, which... if I type Smash, it should pop up. I haven't unlocked a lot of characters yet in Smash, so this is going to be a joy. Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Do you know about the trick to be cheap to just unlock all the characters? Like, there's tricks to unlock all of them fast, and if you know about the tricks, actually.
You play for 10 minutes. You then...
I played the demo on PS4.
Yo,
hello? Hello. Gary, mute the stream, please. I can hear it echoing.
Oh, Gary's here. Hello, Gary.
That helped, wouldn't it? Yeah, I forgot to mute the stream. What a plonker.
Yeah. But, yeah, what you mentioned, ERB, that's one of the ways. The other ways is just play through, what was it, classic mode with the giant hands. That's another way to unlock most of the characters, unless you just want to be cheap.
The Alpha Brad guy, when we were mentioning Splatoon ripoffs, mentioned Disney Infinity, because someone literally made a direct Splatoon map in that and in the character creator and had Davy Jones as the thumbnail.
Oh, really?
because there are paintball guns in the game, so you could sort of make Splatoon, kind of.
Really?
Someone literally made one of the Splatoon maps in the game. So it's saved on my hard drive somewhere.
Credit card. I should have my card enabled. I do have my card stored on this Switch. Kai. I vaped Belle Delphine's bathwater. No, you didn't. And neither did Vito. Vito said he did, but he didn't. It was
I'm
just
not looking at the
water.
chat. Who said that? Was that Gino, as always?
That was Kai. Roblox and more! Now, there's one other thing I'm missing with Smash Brothers. You see, I didn't buy the game when it first came out, so I'm missing Piranha Plant.
I think it's DLC. You can buy him.
Yeah. So I'm grabbing him now as well.
Yeah.
And using the £1.30 worth of gold points I have to reduce the cost.
You gonna buy the Fighters Pass or just all the characters?
Yeah, I've already bought the Fighters Pass. Yeah, already bought it. Just bought it now.
All right. Which means you get access to all of the new characters.
Yep.
Character DLCs.
Joker straight away.
Yeah.
Luminary when he comes out. If he's not out yet, I don't know.
Yeah.
If he's not out yet, he will be soon. Right. Mario Maker. Switch back to game. Shouldn't need to download any content because it's all in the Smash Brothers update to begin with. So Mario Maker out. Smash Brothers in. I wanna fuck around with Piranha Plant. I wanna play with Joker as well. I might set up
Joker. My thoughts on Joker as a fighter in Smash Bros. He's actually very versatile and balanced, and he's basically, you have to use his gun, and his B neutral is the gun, and he's a good range type, unlike with Summon Belmont with the axes, which is cheap, but it is a bit, I'd say, spamming. But yeah.
For some reason, my Smash Brothers cart really isn't that good.
Yeah.
I have to like keep putting it in until it works. Ugh. But it's working now. Can you connect your Switch into PC? What the hell do you mean? What the fuck does that even mean? What language is that, Kai? How you connect your Switch into your TV? Via HDMI cable. Can you do that with your PC? You need to get something called a HD PVR. Whether that be a Hopog HD PVR, an Elgato, or any number of brands. You'd need to buy an external device to do it.
I'm pretty sure any catch device or anything like OBS can let you see like a game you can see on any computer monitor, unless you can just be cheap and just make it easy and just connect it to your computer monitor with just one HDMI cable and whatever.
Not with language like that and block capitals, Kai, but maybe. What's in the news for Smash? Oh, the event that you told me about when I started up. Squid Pro Quo. I see. Doesn't get any fresher than this.
In news, there's a lot of events for the stickers and for spirits. Spirits, I mean, not stickers. They kind of act like stickers, but it's for like the spirit mode, which is pretty fun. I get addicted to it every time I play this game, actually.
You're not allowed to taunt online. I get it. Just let me fucking play.
What, I actually was saying that to you?
Probably, amongst a whole bunch of other shit. I don't need to pay attention to what it has to say. I really don't.
I think in Smash 4 you can customize your taunts with actual text letters, but in this it's just, hey, let's smash. But yeah, I spam that for a reason.
It's tricky, but I think we all know who it's going to be.
You know, everyone has kept saying, why does the Smash Online have so many more avatars than the Switch's avatars? And that's true. I mean, why does it? I mean, it's Smash, though. I mean, it's, of course.
I don't know. Maybe it's Nintendo. You could say about the original 360. How many people on the 360 had Tony Hawk Underground advertised, but probably never even played Tony Hawk's Underground?
Right, that's true. That's true, but then again, it's not Nintendo's idea to put these avatars in the game. It was Sakurai's decision and his company Sora Unlimited, so there's that as well, I suppose.
There's nothing really stopping Nintendo throwing these old profile pictures. It's just basically just a clear PNG that you just have to put a different colour background behind.
Hey, Marco.
And that's not bad. I mean,
difficult to program.
I mean, what picture that we have isn't a PNG. I mean, it's nothing like that has to do with what Nintendo's doing, you know.
Background matchmaking. That sounds fancy. Quick play, jump into an online battle. There's no point doing an arena. I'm not a big enough YouTuber to set up an arena.
In battle arenas, me and Gary can fight you. That's all it is. I mean, if you want me to fight you.
You both got Smash? Alright.
I do.
I know Kai does as well, but Kai needs to grow the fuck up.
But do you remember? I don't have Nintendo Switch Online anymore. It expired a month ago, I think.
Alright, okay. Well, then you can't play then, can you?
Gary can. He said that he still got it.
But I got years worth, so I'm not going to bring it anytime soon.
Well, I guess
So,
101s. Name the arena. B town. I don't fucking know. Oh, create an arena. There must be like an arena code or something that y'all can use. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
We'll
there
soon
is a
find out.
code. That's ID code, like right there. Unless you can just make it public, so anybody, including anyone who doesn't need a code.
How do I get that back up? Arena settings. Ah, here we go. ID 33MNY.
So, Gary, are you putting Smash right now, or are you gonna play with him or
I
something?
haven't even got the game loaded up yet.
Okay.
So many shit stages. So many shit characters. I'm gonna have a go with Piranha Plant. Give Piranha Plant a go. I don't have that many characters unlocked, so as you can see, not that many. I got my main unlocked. But yeah, pretty much nobody unlocked. I'm gonna give Piranha Plant a go. Sup, Trex? How's it going? Courage X. Who could that be? That must be just some member of the public that's jumped in. I suppose. We'll find out, won't we? Go easy on me, whoever you are. I haven't played with Piranha Plant yet. And I'm a little bit rusty.
What was your initial reaction when you saw a Piranha Plant was added?
I was fucking furious that we lost Shadow to a Piranha Plant.
But were you more furious when you saw that he was a assist trophy?
I think seeing Piranha Plant as a playable character was more infuriating than seeing Shadow as an assist trophy.
What I think this game needs is more Sega characters and more Sonic characters. At least Sega would have to at least
Sonic, no. Sega, yes. But the game now has 2 Sega characters, 3 Sega characters, because you can count Bayo as well.
Bayo,
Joker, Sonic. That's 3.
Well, Bayonetta, the first game was published by Sega, but the second game isn't.
It's still a Sega character, is it not?
Well, the first game, like the first character design, if you count the alt skin, sort of, but Joker, yes. Sonic, yes.
Bayo is a Sega character. So that's 3 Sega characters in Smash.
Well, in my opinion, I don't consider Bayonetta a Sega character.
Okay.
That's just me.
I'm not talking about a matter of opinion, I'm talking about a matter of fact. She's a Sega character.
Well, Bayonetta is now a Nintendo property, is why she's in the game, actually.
She's a Nintendo property.
Yeah, Bayonetta 2 is published by Nintendo.
Yes, Bayonetta 2 is published by Nintendo.
It is.
That doesn't make Bayo a Nintendo property. That makes Bayonetta 2 a game published by Nintendo. Otherwise, Grand Theft Auto would be a Capcom property. Because Capcom published it in Japan.
Well, yeah.
But Grand Theft Auto is not a Capcom property.
Well, in Japan, I would say
it's a Rockstar property. Oh man. Whoever this is, they're hitting me raw. They're wrecking me, whoever this is. Yo ho ho, welcome Mega Man Roige? Roige? Is it meant to be Rouge? Having distribution rights is not the same thing as having property rights. Thank you! Yes. I'm switching character. I hate Piranha Plant.
Well, you just need to learn how he works. Like, you know how he works, right? You just got him just now.
Yeah, I don't... Trust me, I don't know how he works. I only just got him.
Yeah, did you? I mean, there is training mode, and you can at least train with someone you know who can at least show you how some of the characters you don't know work, and or at least just use someone who is the most
I'm
easiest
happy
to
to
control.
learn organically by playing the classic mode, which is the way that I learn. Spoony Lad has joined the arena. Okay, that's interesting. Who the fuck is Spoony Lad?
Spoony.
Oh, could you imagine if it was actual Spoony one?
I don't know.
I would hate that. The whole time I would just say Juan but not forgotten. It would fucking annoy him. Look, I appreciate Spoony for everything he's done, but the guy collects thousands of dollars for role-playing as his dog on Twitter. The guy owes everyone, like, shit tons of content. He was supposed to make a movie, and he never made the movie. But I appreciate the guy, but come on.
That's a Spoony movie, yeah, that's totally
Yeah,
coming out.
it's never happening.
We've got more chance of Weather Series 4 coming out. Probably knows a clue what I'm talking about, do they?
What Series 4?
Weather. It was this
Weather?
Weird. It's this Flash animated series on YouTube, but just about a sun and a cloud fighting, saying weather comes.
Oh,
It's
right, okay.
It's amazing. Yeah, the highest video of it's only got like 7,000 views. That is super hard to find the videos to begin with because it's just called weather. So
Yeah, it's kind of a common search term, isn't it?
probably the worstly named program and a flash show, animation show in the world.
Yeah! They call him Super
Oh, hey guys, it's
Sonic.
Ape Escapes.
The
It's the
problem's
20th anniversary
chronic.
of Ape Escape.
20th anniversary of Ape Escape. And,
Yeah, 20th anniversary.
and they haven't announced a HD remake of the first game. Or a re-release of Ape Escape 3.
Well, it says here, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Shuhei Yoshida and Keiichiro Toyama celebrate Ape Escape's 20th anniversary, and Keiichiro Toyama, director of both Guardian Rush and Siren, make a creepy-looking Ape Escape design for shirts.
I don't want a fucking shirt for the 20th anniversary. I want fucking Ape Escape 3 HD.
Well, you see, that's just part of the celebration. Maybe they have something indoors. I don't know. Maybe it's disappointment. That's
I
just...
was like asking what they're doing for the Monster Rancher 20th anniversary. All I've done is post a few pictures on a Facebook, and that's it.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna read this out loud, if you don't mind. It says, while Ape Escape is only getting a PS4 theme and some related merchandise for its 20th anniversary, the official account for the 20th anniversary of the series has been releasing developer commentary on the series from Sony Interactive Entertainment president Shuhei Yoshida and Siren and Guardian Rush director Keiichiro Toyama. Shuhei Yoshida, president, says Ape Escape's 20th anniversary, yada yada, and something about asking about plans of a release in HD remaster, and that they thought about it, but they don't know yet, which means there could be a possibility. We just don't have to make sure if they would or would not.
I guess all we have to do is be on social media and say, like, we want Ape Escape, and just let them know. Bombard their email.
Also, going into the weird territory, the list of games announced for the TurboGrafx Mini thing is very weird.
There's a Turbo... Why would you release a TurboGrafx Mini?
Oh no,
There's
the
fuck
thing where
all
it gets
games
weird
on that
is they've got
system. They're
games
all
on the thing
shmups.
that are going to be in Japanese only. So you've got 3 games on it worldwide. They're only available in Japanese text and they're not translated. One of them's Snatcher. The
Japanese Snatcher!
Japanese.
Japanese Snatcher! Why? They haven't even bothered to translate it. Oh
Not
man!
translating it. No, they're just releasing it in Japanese.
I mean, Snatcher's an amazing game, but why
But
give
the
us...
PC Engine version, the censored version, was censored more than the Mega CD version. So
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. I mean,
worse than
why?
version. know what gets even weirder is, there's no Legendary Axe games on the thing. You know, a series that was only ever made for the PC Engine and the TurboGrafx. That's not on it, but they put Ghouls and Ghosts on it. I mean, I don't really understand these companies and they think they pick these game choices.
Oh, landing a smash attack on me, you little gobshite. Oh, this guy's great.
It's interesting they actually put CD games on there. It's not just cartridge ones. Most people think it was just going to be cartridge-based ones, but
they're going to put Japanese, like, Snatcher on there, but, like, not Ghost Sweeper Mikami, which is better. Whatever.
Well, it's based on a TV show, so that's probably why it's not on there.
Well,
nobody remembers Mikami.
Yeah, yeah, they might do in Japan.
Ghost Sweeper Mikami sounds familiar, and it's on the tip of my tongue. Like, I vaguely remember that.
I did a Sushi Bites on it.
I'm sure you can find. I'm sure the episodes are all on YouTube.
No. They're very protective of the rights. You can buy the DVDs, but they're out of print already. Very expensive.
I thought the episodes were on YouTube. Maybe I was wrong.
Really?
Right.
Well, I definitely haven't seen the episodes on YouTube. If they're on YouTube, they might be, like, in Brazilian, like Spanish. Because I know that the show got a lot of attention over there.
Programs in it.
The game got a lot of love over there.
You can find the entirety of Monster Rancher on YouTube in English and Japanese.
Right, well, I found the entire list of what games for the TurboGrafx 16 in English will be available if you guys want to hear.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're going to be Airzonk, Alien Crush, Blazing Lasers, Bomberman 93, Bonk's Revenge, Kadash, Chu Man Fu, Dungeon Explorer, JJ and Jeff, Lords of Thunder, Military
JJ and Jeff today is such a weird choice because you know what JJ and Jeff is? It's a reskin of a game based on two Japanese comedians.
Kato and Ken, yeah.
So they're going to have a game on the Japanese version of the system based off Japanese comedians, but an American version that's censored of it. In fact, I think it was censored because it had like fart jokes and stuff that were left out of the game for some stupid reason.
Portuguese, not Spanish. My mistake. I think JJ and Jeff is a really good choice though, because it's the perfect example of how obnoxious TurboGrafx games can get. Please tell me that what was it? What was it? Oh, I'm gonna look it up. There was a fucking game for TurboGrafx that was bullshit hard. It was knockoff Mega Man, and it was fucking awesome. I'm gonna look it up. I think I did a review for that website, so if I search for the TurboGrafx tag, I should get it.
Yeah, the TurboGrafx has some. I've never played any of the CDs. Some of the cartridge games on that are weird. But I don't really understand why you'd want Kadash on there when it's a part of an arcade game, and the arcade version's vastly superior to the console part. So, and you can play it on Taito Legends, so it's not like an impossible to get to emulate. As which of these ports have stopped actually wasting arcade ports on them, which are actually worse than the arcade version. If you're gonna put one of the bloody arcade ports in.
Hey, Marco.
Is Marco in the voice chat?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Also, Gary, when you mentioned Snatcher, that's only on the Japanese PC.
It's on both. It's on the American one as well.
I don't see it on the American one.
It's on both.
I don't see the American one on that list, actually.
Translating the games, so there's going to be 20 English games, 20 Japanese only games.
The game I'm thinking of is called Shockman. Is that on the TurboGrafx 16 Mini?
I don't think so.
Oh, for fuck's sake! The one game that console needs.
Joey won't say the descriptions out, so maybe it is, but I don't think it is.
And any of you guys played Shockman?
I don't even know where it is.
It's fucking good. It's a
You're saying in that
side-scrolling
voice.
shooter platformer. It's basically knockoff Mega Man. It's really fucking good. The difficulty level is high, but you can pause the game and put in a refill health cheat, which is the only way I could beat it. Spoony Lad keeps kicking our asses. Looks like I'm back.
Anyways, what else is going to be on the TurboGrafx Mini is Military Madness, Moto Rotor, Neotopia, Neotopia 2, New Adventure Island, and Ninja Spirit, Parasol Stars, Power Golf, Psychosis, R-Type, Soldier Blade, Space Harrier, Victory Run, and Wii's Book 1 and 2.
Ease.
The thing about Yeez is there's going to be a big
Ease.
problem with it. It's based off the Japanese versions, so he's not going to have English.
You know,
That's
I
a big
can.
problem with a game like that.
You know, anybody can actually get the mobile and PS4 version of Wii's 1 and 2
Ease.
anywhere else, actually.
Yeah, but that's the problem. If you're doing a handheld portable console, you don't have English in all the games. It's kind of a bit awkward. I mean, you
I think the Switch has Wii's 1 and 2, and
Ease.
the Vita has it.
Yeez 1 and 2 is on a lot
Ease.
of machines.
Yeah, pretty
It's not
much.
exactly a PC Engine exclusive, that's for sure. And that's what makes me wonder about these things. They pick loads of games that are basically ports of arcade games that are actually worse than the system they're originally on. It's like, if you're going to pick an arcade port, funny speaks, pick an improved one. It's like Strider and the Mega Drive. It's not as good as the arcade version. It's full of slowdown. Yeah, it plays perfectly fine, but it's loads of slowdown compared to the arcade version. If you're going to pick a Capcom game, pick Mercs, because that had an entire extra mode made just for the Mega Drive version. It's not in the arcade version.
Right. I mean,
Oh,
what you said. I mean, what you said
Fucking
makes
Art Academy
sense.
bullshit.
Right. But I mean, what you said makes sense, Gary. But then again, the only part I disagree on is if it's an arcade that's exclusive to only arcades or that one system that you cannot get anywhere else or any other port that is really good. That is.
Oh god.
When it comes to most 16-bit games, you can easily emulate nearly all of them perfectly in emulators, the arcade originals now, so it's not really a problem anymore. So it really depends on the person.
Nice one!
Well, a lot of people say Stride is really good on the Mega Drive, but I don't know.
No, I've never been keen of Mega Drive Strider.
I've never been
like,
biggest
at all.
fan of the game to begin with. I mean, yeah, it's a faithful port, but it's got some slowdown. You definitely
Strider
can
2 is
beat the
definitely the better game. And,
Do you know what-
the Climax
you
Studios
go
or
first.
whatever it was, Way Forward, I think. Strider was very good.
You know what Strider everybody familiarizes with when they think Strider? They think the Capcom Strider, not the one before that one.
There was
There
a
wasn't
Strider
even a
before that one.
Strider game for Capcoms.
Boing!
Yeah, and that's the one nobody even knows about, nobody even thinks of. They just think of the Capcom Strider, which I think is way better.
That is the only Strider. I mean, there's two technically Strider 2s, which is a bit confusing.
Wow, Spoony Lad, your internet sucks.
There's a reason why there's two Strider 2s, is because Capcom in the early 90s were just getting random European publishers to make sequels to the games that are not just selling them only specifically in Europe. That's why there's a Strider 2, and then which Capcom ignore exists, and an official Strider 2.
Oh, and ERB, when you have disconnects from games, even on Splatoon 2
And it's
or
not-
Smash,
It's not like it's the worst Strider either, to be honest, because you know what else the company that made Strider 2 made? Human Killing Machine, the unofficial sequel to Street Fighter 1.
Is
You know,
that the
that's
game where
Street
you
Fighter.
fight, like, a prostitute and a dog?
Yeah, where you fight
Yeah.
you got Amsterdam, you fight a dog.
Fucking weird.
and a waiter.
but as I was gonna say, when you do disconnects from any Nintendo online game like Smash or Splatoon, it's never your internet's fault. It's just that the servers for those games either crap out or they're just
What a
unstable.
shame Nintendo what's the shame Capcom aren't casting Human Killing Machine characters as canon to the Street Fighter universe.
It would be nice to see a human killing machine character in Street Fighter 6.
We need a dog.
I didn't have a disconnect. It's just the match got really slow there at the end, and I would put that down to the person's internet, not the server.
It just goes into the early 80s when companies were completely insane and they just get a name of another game and they make some random rubbish. It's like, there's a game on Commodore 64 called Bomb Jack 2, and it plays nothing like Bomb Jack 1, and the theme music it's got is the Thundercats theme music.
Do you reckon it started as a Thundercats game and then...
Yeah, and they just left the music. That's what people think. And they just left the Thundercat music in the game, never took it out.
Totally believable.
And yeah, the slowdown actually is internet-based, but sometimes it has to do with you and that player being distant, distant from other countries. Like maybe like if I fought with you, it might there be slowdown, but I don't know if that would.
Yeah, the thing is, Nintendo is using like peer-to-peer connections for like the online. Like you connect directly to the other player. If we're paying for online, we should be getting fucking servers. But no, we're still connecting directly to the other player.
Reminds me every time I played on that 360 game, Vortex, Senko, no Ron, they're always Japanese people, and half the time it was completely laggy like crazy.
That's because you play with Japanese people, it'd be laggy.
Only Japanese people played the game, so you didn't have much choice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Marco, the way the Wii emulated C64, you had an on-screen virtual keyboard. No fucking joke. It made playing, like... What is it, like Path of the Ninja? Rise of the Ninja? What's it called? Something of the Ninja.
Naruto Rise of Ninja on 360.
No,
I think he means The Last Ninja.
The Last Ninja. It made playing The Last Ninja fucking impossible. It was awful. And I love that game.
It was really impossible. Try emulating a paddle control game on Microsoft's Game Rooms. It didn't work.
I can imagine.
Literally, it did not work. It's amazing that they even had the nerve to sell the paddle ones, because they was completely unplayable.
Just the fact that they had the nerve to sell any of those games in general on Arcade Game Room. Like, the way they described it, it sounded like the perfect setup. Play arcade games. Play a little of each arcade game every day. It'll be great. And then it never fucking turned out like that.
Also, the original trailer said it was going to have Dragon's Lair on it. Yeah, that totally happened.
I could imagine like Dragon's Lair being on like streaming services now. Like, give it a moment. Netflix will probably have it as like a choose your own fucking like Netflix game.
You know, Dragon's Lair on Netflix is
Did they do that of a TV episode of a program that did that with it anyway, so...
You know, Dragon's Lair on Netflix is actually a good idea, because Netflix now has DVD-based games for children, and Dragon's Lair ain't too bad of a choice for Netflix.
Man. I watched some stuff on Netflix today. I watched, while I was doing chores, I watched like 5 episodes of One Punch Man.
Really?
Damn, that's a good show.
Oh, what you mean in Panama?
One Punch Man, yeah, but we call it One Punch Man.
Most people in the world don't get that joke. They just think they all go Kailu.
It's a pun. It's a pun on Anpan Man, who's a long-running character. That's why the characters' colours are the same for Saitama and Anpan Man. It's a complete like pun and joke on Anpan Man's name.
It's a joke completely missed by half the people who watch the program outside Japan.
No, what makes sense is if you call it One Pan Man, I guess. I suppose.
The Japanese, when they say one, they say wan. So it's like wan pan man. It's a very clever pun. They're trying to get that extra stock. It's so dumb.
You know,
extra stuff, but she's gonna get wrecked. Zeldy's gonna get wrecked.
You know, when it comes to characters in Smash, I recommend playing characters.
The Octopus moves so crap in this game compared to the previous one. It used to last way longer than that.
Yeah, and you used to be able to actually inflict damage with it as well.
Now he flies across the screen. You never hit anything with it.
Are you talking about how Sonic plays, or just ultimate moves?
Specifically the octopus for Game & Watch. His ultimate smash is just crap.
Thing is, the tentacles, when it comes to if the characters touch them, he just flies them on the screen, like in any game where he's in. It does that even in this one.
Oh dear.
Do 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 do.
I just find it amusing that somebody found video footage earlier of the Sunsoft Terminator game, and they said it got cancelled because the people who owned Terminator said it didn't look anything like Terminator.
Did it look like a better game than the ones we got?
All the footage of it that you could actually see in the video, like a cutscene. And technically the game sort of did come out because Sunsoft made a game called Journey to Silas, which completely looked like the Terminator. And a lot of people think
so they just like repackaged it.
Yeah.
I can believe that. Like they wouldn't want to redo all that work again.
Also, even by the cutscenes, you look better than.
Oh, there he is. There's my boy. Delegated to a fucking assist trophy.
I guess they're thinking, hey, Shadow, why you assist trophy? Because I was not good enough.
Hey, Shadow Lord.
Well,
give Sonic a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord.
Robotica character in this as well. If it's got Bowser Jr. who just stuck him in.
They should have at least added Robotnik as a boss for fucking like Sonic's classic mode.
Actually, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, there's other characters that are villains as bosses.
More important.
Like, if you can get Marx as a fucking boss. Marx!
Yeah, Marx, that's cool. I love that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're going to do a deep dig for Marx, then you can afford to do, like, Dr. Eggman. Did Sega say no? Is that what happened?
Yeah, finally make a proper fight of his giant robot form from Sonic 2, which is completely annoying.
Yeah, the Death Egg robot. Like, Sega seems to love the Death Egg robot right now. Like, they're hot on that shit. They're using it everywhere. Sonic Forces, Sonic Generations, Sonic Mania. They love the fucking Death Egg robot. So it wouldn't have hurt to have, like, Eggman in the, ha-ha! See if you can fight me, Sonic! You know, like, it wouldn't have hurt to add that in, like, classic mode. Oh, it's the thing from that shitty game, Pikmin.
What shitty game? And don't you dare say it.
Pikmin.
It's not a thing from that rip-off of that game called Darwin.
Fuck, The Adventures of Darwin. I remember watching Soy play that.
That game's probably kind of rare these days. I find it kind of amusing. That was the only Simple Series 2000 PS2 games to get released in America. That Darwin. That's the only one that got released over there.
I'm trying to remember if it even got released over here.
It did, because I have a copy of it.
Alright.
So, I got used in CAX years ago.
I imagine it's probably fairly expensive, Darwin over here.
A lot of the time, but who knows what it is now.
Because I'm thinking about getting Dragon Sisters for myself, but that's fucking expensive.
I wouldn't really know the prices to go for because I don't.
Dragon Sisters is great.
Online very much. I know Raiden 3 goes for silly money these days. Right. A copy of that.
Sorry to keep correcting people, but it's Ease, not Yees, and it's Raiden, not Raiden. Sorry to keep correcting people.
Well, you know what I mean, so...
It is Raiden.
Yes, I know what you mean. You mean the character from Mortal Kombat, Raiden.
No, that's a Y.
With a Y.
No, I just call him Raiden because it's Japanese, and I think Raiden from Metal Gear since I have Metal Gear Rising.
That's a good game. I love that game. As far as spectacle fighters go, it's one of the absolute best. It's so good. I like Rising more than Bayo, but I mean, I got to admit I'm biased. As a Metal Gear Solid fan, I am totally biased. Now, it could go either way. Some Metal Gear Solid fans could be disappointed with Rising Revengeance, because of the way it treats the Raiden character, but me, I fucking love it. Because it just makes him an absolute fucking goofball. He's like, I am going to mix in with the crowd and nobody's going to recognize me. I'm a cyborg wearing a sombrero. I mean, come on. They play him up for laughs and it's amazing. I love Raiden in that game because he's just so fucking goofy.
I see Raiden quite a lot since every time I go into town in Leeds, there's still a building that has a giant painting of Raiden stuck on the side of the wall.
Oh, nice.
I've got a photograph of it somewhere. I'll share it, obviously. It's not a very good photograph, but it's still there.
That's in Leeds, though, where Gary lives.
Yeah, I did it in 2 cities in England.
You idiot! It's a fake one! Oh, I can't believe you fell for that! Holy shit! Oh, it's beautiful!
Pretty good at game, did I?
No, I'm just... It's just wow, I love it. I love seeing people fall for the fake one. Sorry, as you were.
I think Konami did it in 2 cities in England, in UK. They just put some 2 giant Raiden pictures on the wall, as in actual like the painting ones. I don't know. The person who does the Metal Gear covers.
Metal Gear artwork. That would be Yoji Shinkawa.
Yoji Shinkawa, yeah.
A picture of that on the side of the wall.
He painted that.
I don't think he painted it. No,
it's probably just based on his artwork.
Yeah, just based off it. Strange enough, he don't have feet in the picture, which is a bit odd, but... yeah, that's
starting to get my vibes back with Sonic now. A little bit.
I've not played this game in months.
Yeah, okay. Let's use that as the reason I'm winning.
Well, nah, it's just me, I'm crapping constantly anyway, so I never tried.
You know what? Me too with Smash Brothers, like 9 times out of 10. When I bought Ultimate, I thought it was going to be different, but no, I still suck.
Dragon Quest IX creators talk possibilities of a remake or a sequel for Switch and smartphone.
Dragon Quest IX?
Dragon Quest IX work?
I don't know.
just re-release 8 again, this time on the Switch.
But if they're going to re-release Dragon Quest IX again, can we get the action RPG version that actually was originally going to be planned to be and not turn-based?
Can we get a version without a shitty English dub that isn't any good?
What I remember watching ads for 9, the cool part was that it was the first Dragon Quest game to create your own character and go online co-op.
Oh yeah, that's right, the one on DS. Yeah, I own that on cartridge, but I've never played it.
I spent over 100
Sentinels of the Starry Sky or something. Something like that.
Although if you want to be really embarrassing, look at how Nintendo UK advertised that game. It's like they just got 2 singers called Jedward. Just sit there.
Oh god, did Jedward promote it? Oh, no wonder it fucking failed over here. Nobody wants to buy something that Jedward promotes.
Hey.
It's not Jedward's promoted over here, and all the adverts are showing it were just some kids sitting on a couch just showing off the costumes. And they're like going, well, that's not the point of what Dragon Quest is. It's not a costume game.
Well, they probably thought that that's what was going to sell it to people who don't play JRPGs. They're like, shit, we're releasing Dragon Quest, how are we going to sell this? And then they figured out, oh, we could just like advertise that it's a dress-up game.
The thing about in that game is, it doesn't work how you'd expect them to work. You have to connect online, and then be like, week, the cycled out different character costumes from later series of from different costumes of the characters from the game series for it.
Oh, that's dumb, having them as timed available.
So, unless you've got a game genie or something, you can't actually get all the costumes in that game anyway.
You can't get the costumes you want unless they just turn up.
But there was another really
So
stupid
dumb.
thing in that game as well. Those entire dungeons and like bosses from previous
Got my ass
games
handed
hidden
to
away through such a mode as well. Because the game essentially had Street Pass in it. It basically was the first game to have Street Pass in it because it had like a treasure map mode. Where you had to walk where it would spawn a dungeon on a map at certain coordinates and you'd find it. And you'd get a secret of bosses. The problem is some of these events was only available in America. Only available in Japan. They never released all the events outside Japan, even though the code was in the game for them all.
But hey guys, do you know what's actually worse than what you guys mentioned about who promoted it over there? Do you guys want to know who promoted it over here in the USA?
Who?
No.
Seth Green.
That's better than Jed Wood. At least Seth Green was known over here and did something.
Oh,
Yep,
Seth Green.
I mean, do you know who Jed Wood is?
Nope, I don't know who that is.
Just
But
to
yeah.
it's doing a talent show as silly haircuts like Dragon Ball Z characters.
But yeah,
Now,
Seth
please,
Green-
you're doing Dragon Ball Z a disservice by describing them
But
as
they
like
have giant
Jedward.
spike, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what
But yeah.
the daft voices.
But yeah, I remember the commercial with Seth Green where he's just sitting down and playing it, and then he's talking to his friends. I think it was.
It was a weird time with Nintendo advertisements. They did obsession with putting famous people in their adverts all the time. I mean, for Rhythm Heaven, they had Beyonce advertising it.
Well, that sort of makes
Yes.
sense because it's a music game, right?
Well, she was singing in the advert.
Well, wouldn't it be weird if she was going, I suppose, hey, that would be fucking weird, wouldn't it?
But
I
think the best
understand
one
that
of
was
all
the
time-
DS one, but...
Best one of all time, I think, is Robin Williams in the Ocarina of Time commercial we had in the USA.
Oh, yeah, the one with Zelda Williams. That was cute.
because Robin Williams named her daughter after that character, because that's how much he liked the game, because he named her daughter after the princess.
It was a cute advert.
Yeah, it is.
I think my favourite Nintendo celebrity ad will probably always be Rick Mail. I think that was Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, I think.
Rick Mail, he did loads of adverts
Yeah.
for Nintendo back then. They were just like their spokesman in the early 90s.
It's me, Rick Mail! I discovered recently on the Discord, if you remember, I was posting about, from my childhood, a show called Jellikins, and that was voiced overed by Rick Mail. Oh, it was fucking awful. I looked up the song and he sang it. It's abysmal. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Like Soy Bombs.
Grimtails, that was another Rick Mail program, but nobody remembers that one at all.
Which
Oh,
Rick
my
Mail
God.
program?
Grimtails.
Grimtails. Sounds good though. I'll write it down.
It was like Jack and Ori saw. They set it off in the stars were based off real books or anything. They were just made up. He was sitting in the chair that had wings, more like a pit.
Well, you see, nostalgia tubers are getting really big at the moment, so I'm thinking maybe I could do some nostalgia-based content and do like Jellikins, and then I could probably do other Rick Mail things after that, so I could do like... I'm not in the thing. Oh well. Ah, there we go. Thank you very much. Let's give Joker a go then. I'm thinking nostalgia-based content might be a good idea for the channel, seeing as it is about escaping.
Myself. I mean, most of the stuff I remember, stuff no one remembers.
But that's good, because you'll find out that there are people that remember when they track it down and they go like, I watched this as a kid!
Yeah, but I mean, talking about real Z-list stuff here, I mean, which weren't even TV shows. That I don't know who to play.
Okay, I'm getting an idea for how Joker works.
Yeah, basically, there's many functions. Like, there's a build-up for his persona every time he's either attacked or he either... It's like one of those rage
Does
players
the counter,
fighting games,
yeah.
kind of. and he's more powerful, and he boosts up attack and defense when his persona is summoned, and including his default like gun attack with his neutral B.
Nah, I'll just pick random.
Like, if you're not a Smash Pro like me, you wouldn't know what a neutral B means, but that's just simple. It just means
neutral B just means
itself.
the B button when you don't do a direction. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's the I think it's called like when you press some side and then B. I think it was B and then right or A. The thing where he just left his fingers. Yeah, the fire. It gives additional damage like the Pikmin in Smash, where.
Yeah, if I can land the fire, it'll be like poison damage, burn damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, okay. I think I can work with this.
What I love about Joker is his Ultimate Smash, where it's directly from the game, just doing the all-out attack.
Yeah.
I'm just no good at I don't really write scripts when I make videos, I just make it up as I go along, so that's usually why my videos are all over the place.
I'm pretty good at scripting, but I don't do enough of it. Like the Real Asia weekly Durantos was scripted. I lost track of who I was playing as, and I went careening off to the side. The weekly Duranto were scripted. The reviews were scripted. Sushi Bites was 80% scripted. I'm particularly good at like putting a script together. That's something I will play my own horn here. I am pretty good at that sort of thing. Getting like a script together quickly. I need to get back into it. Obviously, I got my.
It's like earlier, I was actually thinking about an old program I saw on Channel 4. And then I tried to find information. There's literally nothing on this program. And the only information you find, apparently it was French made and it had an English dub, and there were 6 episodes.
What was it?
I only remember seeing 2.
What was it?
It was that's the problem. You can't find any information because of what it's called. It's called Teletoon. Now you type Teletoon into, and what do you find?
Teletoon.
It's a TV channel called Teletoon.
Teletoon. Would that be the same sort of thing as shows like Pen Monkeys? Was it a similar show to that?
I don't know.
You're going to tell me you don't know what Pen Monkeys is. Okay. Pen Monkeys had like 2 types of segment. One was like 2D TV, where it was like photos of celebrities animated, and the other segments were 3D animated.
No. This was nothing like that. This was an hour-long program. It was like just talking about animation. I mean,
talking about like existing animation.
Yeah, it was.
Interesting.
It was not. It was. I mean, the episode. I mean, technically, I do have an old YouTube channel of an episode uploaded, but that's the only episode I've got of it because the other episode.
Sin and Punishment.
A complete video of taping off TV. I lost the tape of it. In that episode, that had Hayao Miyazaki in it. He had an interview.
Miyazaki.
This video from this show from 93 and 92. So there were no like dubs of any of his shows back then. So when they were showing a few footage of some of his stuff, it was all Japanese. But it was
It's interesting to see like Miyazaki getting attention like before Spirited Away like made him a household name.
You think an episode like that would be remembered, but you think something like that you'd be able to find it somewhere. But,
so sort of like the South Bank show, but specifically for animation. It sounds like a
sort of, but no.
It sounds like a good time.
Show. It called itself a magazine show. I mean, this is literally what the episode I've got recorded was like. So it started off with like a 10-minute thing where they're going through the history of animation, looking just for clips of animated stuff with cats in it.
With cats in it?
Yeah, just cats. And there's all sorts of random stuff. I mean, it's all the ones you'd expect, like,
that's so satisfying.
And then it had some really obscure ones in it. Like these short films people made, even them were listed and stuff. Then it went on about a Croatian animation studio called Zagreb. Now I've got a few of their I mean, you can find some of their stuff on YouTube, but it's not very well known these days. But I know they made an early Lucky Luke cartoon, which still gets stuff made to it this day, but I'm not good at Wario.
Well, you should know, Gary, that Wario, most of his
I did it random. I didn't know I was gonna play as.
Well, his side being up, like his side's a.
You don't help much having a conversation when I'm playing. It don't make the easiest. So
they're powerful moves, especially his.
I had a problem about Creation Studio. Then he was talking about Windsor McKay. And you don't know Windsor McKay. This is talking like early 19th century's animation, like Gertie the Dinosaur and Little Nemo, in like early 1900s. And after that, we were talking about Will Vinton, the guy who made the California Raisins.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
I'm
different
surprised
stuff on this
you can
program.
remember like
And
all
the
of this.
cartoon was a drawn 2D character as well.
It's amazing that you can remember all of this. Like, it would help if you
Well,
wrote
I've got
this
an
down
episode on
somewhere.
YouTube, but I can't find anything about the other episode with Miyazaki in. All I remember is that you got some clips of Totoro in it.
Alright.
And you kept talking about Grave of the Fireflies. You won't mention what it were about, and they had not put Grave of the Fireflies more at the time.
Oh, isn't Grave of the Fireflies such a happy movie though? Like, isn't it such a good time?
Well, they both came out like in the same year as each other, I think. So that's probably why they were, which is hilarious weird when you think about how much of a troll that is. I remember it, in one of those interviews where they just get him talking Japanese and they put an English dub voice over it, so it didn't obviously sound remotely Japanese.
Like,
seen,
hello, I am
Masahiro
Masahiro Sakurai. Yeah.
Yeah, like that, yeah. They still do that stuff to this day, so it's not new. I remember him saying he thought the nicest thing in the world was trees. But of course, I can't find this episode online anywhere. It's just like nowhere to be found. And you can't search for the title of it because you type searching for Teletoon and all you get is the Canadian TV channel.
That's what I was gonna say.
Ah!
I was gonna say, isn't that the TV channel in Canada? I'm pretty sure it's just that.
Well, that's the thing. This thing was not related to that because it was made in France. So.
Dead. That's so annoying.
It's literally something which is impossible to find information of online because it shares the name of the big, massive, popular TV network, which has nothing to do with it.
There might be a way though. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can dig up. So the show was called Teletoon, just like the Canadian channel, right?
That's not the full name of it. It's got a really.
Okay. All that matters is that that's in its name, right? So leave it with me. I'll see what I can dig up. I'll give it a go.
I've just been. Alright, I've got it in history somewhere. So let me check. Let's scroll down the page. What? Let me give the full name. The full name of is Teletoon, the cartoon frame by frame magazine.
Okay.
And you think with a name like that, it'd be easy, you'd find information directly on it, but no, you just get Teletoon and TV channels still, even typing in the full name of it.
Frame magazine. Okay. Yep. Made a note of it. I'll see what I can dig up. I mean, I'll just be doing the same thing as everyone else and just like using Google, but I'll see what I can dig up.
It's just one of these. If these are just 6 episodes of it, I've never seen 6 episodes of it. But I said if it exists in France, maybe. If it exists in France, maybe the video footage exists over there of it. I mean, all the stuff I've uploaded to YouTube, it won't for me. It won't even be on YouTube at all because it's that obscure. So many obscure things.
Oh, did you guys hear about the recent news relating to FF7 Remake?
What is the recent news?
That Xbox Germany accidentally, mistakenly leaked news for it coming to Xbox, but then Square Enix said no plans to bring Final Fantasy VII Remake to other platforms.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe in that.
Following rumors to...
the original version is 7 on Xbox, so yeah.
Says following rumors to the Final Fantasy VII Remake might be heading to Xbox, Square Enix has gone on the record to say that it isn't happening.
It will come out. Well, maybe it'll get released on Xbox when it's a completed game and it's all parts put into one.
And it will be. And you're saying that if that happens, it will become multi-platform, basically.
You think they're gonna make something like that single platform? They're not that stupid.
Single platform, no. I think the understanding was that it was going to be available first on PS4. The mistake that was made was that they had listed it for being on Xbox One the same time it was due to come out on PS4. That was the mistake. It will be coming out on Xbox One, but sometime after it's available on PS4.
Well, there's still people that made fun of Square for releasing Kingdom Hearts 3 on Xbox, and I'm going, why? To be silly, it's more platform.
More platforms means more sales. There will be a point where the amount of money it takes.
Release the other Kingdom Hearts games on Xbox as well.
The reason why they made fun of it is because nobody on Xbox grew up with Kingdom Hearts, when that is nonsense. At least one person who has an Xbox One grew up and knows what Kingdom Hearts is,
Yeah, I'm sure that there were people who this generation went for an Xbox One instead of a PS4. They could only afford one console. They were suckered in by Microsoft's promises of everything all in one place. It works for them to have Kingdom Hearts on more than one system. It would be weird just to release it on PS4. What I find weird is that none of the Kingdom Hearts games are available on PC yet.
Unless you got the PCSX too.
With that somewhat, because one of the PSP Kingdom Hearts never available as a download either.
The what?
Yeah, the PSP Kingdom Hearts game, or the 3DS one's never available as downloads on any console.
And I said that you can't play the Kingdom Hearts games on PC unless you got the PS2 emulator running.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is an official release. Like,
right.
What we need is at least Kingdom Hearts 3 on PC, but I will settle for, in the meantime, the story so far. We'll never get it, but we need that on PC. Let me tell you, right? Epic Store exclusive Kingdom Hearts 3, I would double dip. That is that is one of the two games that would force me to install the Epic Store. Like, it would be Kingdom Hearts 3, or it would be a Nier remaster. If either of those came to the Epic Store, that's it. I would have to. I wouldn't have a choice.
Also,
yeah, but it's Japan. Japan's a bit funny when it comes to PC ports. I mean, the only company that makes me is Bandai Namco, and look how daft prices.
Sega is a Japanese company, Sega releases PC ports, and they're pretty fucking good ports.
Yeah, and the only company that releases PC ports and PC games that make millions of money and are actually popular in Japan are, I'd say, Sega, DMM Games, and Illusionsoft.
Yeah, DMM Games, and I mean, Illusionsoft's been doing it for decades.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing in terms of optimization. They know their way around a computer.
And I mentioned Sega because the PC version of PSO2, which is the most played version out of the others, which it came first before the PS4 version.
All these Sega PC games that we've had in the last 2 years have been fucking sturdy. The PC port of Bayonetta, Vanquish, Yakuza games run very fucking well on PC. They're very well optimized on PC. Holy shit, like, I wouldn't expect Kiwami 2 to run so well on my PC, and it does. I love it.
And what's funny? Most fanboys, I'd say elitists or fanboys on the PS4, always preached and thought that the Yakuza series would never come to other
Hey,
platforms just because
I thought
it's on
it too.
PS4.
I thought it too. I preached, and then, I accepted I was wrong, but I preached. I'm like, the Yakuza devs have said that it's always been a Sony thing to them, and then, like, sure enough, they just do something unexpected. I liked it, but I admitted that I was wrong on that one.
And Toshiro Noguchi now changed his mind and thought that it'd be a great idea to make the series multi-platform even on PC, which is good.
Yeah, I would love to see the games come to Xbox, but I'm not sure what the release schedule would be if they brought them to Xbox.
And, of course, I'm talking about the PlayStation fanboys who would just, bash on other systems, since they are probably salty that most of the David Cage sagas on PS4 are already now on PC, which, I don't know if you guys care, but
it's funny that they're on PC, but it's also funny that they're Epic Store exclusive.
Yeah.
So I'm not bothered about them.
It's exclusive of a game or is exclusive,
I mean...
Exclusive section, yeah.
I mean, at the time, Gary, you gotta remember that when they released at the time, it's to advertise and say only on this, but then when they change their minds and say we should do this...
Most people have Detroit become human on PS4 now, thanks to Sony screwing up with PSN Plus and giving out a game not allowed to give out.
I got the game for free thanks to that.
Yeah, well, originally that wasn't going to be the free game. It was going to be a Pro Evolution Soccer game, which is a terrible, crappy free game to give out, to be honest, because no one cares about football. That's like the worst thing you can give out free ever, football game.
I already knew about that, actually. And there was an article that mentioned that Konami said that it wasn't their decision to do it, it was Sony's entire decision to change it.
I think the reason why is because Sony have a sponsorship with FIFA at the moment, and them giving away a rival is a bit...
I hadn't even thought about that, but I think you're right. I think you're right. I think that's a sponsorship thing. They're like, oh shit. If we give away Pro Evolution Soccer, this'll look bad on us.
I mean, sums up how good Sony cares about PSN Plus when they do something like that.
But it's also good that they swapped out football, which nobody would fucking care about, for a game that's at least somewhat interesting.
Anyway.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, as someone who owns a PS4 and loves PlayStation, I think that most PlayStation owners and PS4 fans want a game they actually do want, and Detroit Become Human is one of them. Not that, like, a game they love entirely. I mean, I like the game, but Pro Evolution Soccer, I just didn't care for it. So, of course, that was...
The problem is having a football game is free because it's super fast and the same thing every year.
Yeah. That just reminds me, actually.
Well, it's not like Microsoft have give crap games free out as well, and I don't mean indie games. I mean the worst game Microsoft give out, Gotham City Imposters. What a great freebie that was.
A free game for a free game.
That's the thing. It always cost money on Xbox, didn't it? It was not a free game on the Xbox.
It was free everywhere else.
Yeah.
But it was free on PC at the time. The thing what made no sense about that is the PC part of the game had no controller support. It's like, why? It's the same thing as the Xbox version.
Must have been a glitch.
And the servers got shut down for the PC version, and the servers got shut down for, you guessed it, the Xbox version, so you can't even play it anymore. Because there was no offline.
They gave away a freebie that's now completely worthless.
Yeah, you can't play it at all.
It's odd, because at the time, it was a thing, but after a year, everyone forgot about the game and moved on to newer games that became way more popular.
It's a weird game. I mean, I would love to know what they were actually thinking before that one. I don't know, let's make a Team Fortress 2 clone about Batman. A character who doesn't use guns.
Trick says weird. Yakuza on Xbox, blasphemy. Hear me out, right? We had binary domain on Xbox and PS3 and PC.
Yeah.
That was by the Yakuza devs. So...
yeah, it is.
I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, especially now with Yakuza on PC. If anything, we could even see a Yakuza game on Switch. I know they've said that they haven't, like, that they don't have plans for that, but if enough people ask for it, it could happen.
Yeah, but the one on Wii U one in Japan, so...
Yeah, the problem was that didn't even get, an English language on the disc. Well, I think there was English language on the disc, but you couldn't access it, which was just even more fucking stupid.
That's not the first time. That happened with the last one of the Digimon games on the Vita. Someone figured out that the Chinese version of the game had the entire English language version on it.
And it was just disabled.
Yeah.
Fucking
the
hell.
thing that got weird is they cancelled the English version of that Vita version completely altogether, despite having an completely English translated version of it.
Oh man.
Apparently people thought the reason why because they literally got the game from Japanese, translated to English, then into Chinese.
Absolutely possible, not outside the realm of possibility. Like, English is that one language that's sort of universal, so you translate everything to English.
Then why would they not release the English translation still?
Well, we're starting to talk about stupid behaviour that doesn't make a heap of sense at that point. Like, of course, there's no logical reason why they wouldn't. But it's funny to think that they had this completely finished English script and they didn't even go.
Before the last Advance Wars game, the European version, a giant Japanese translation in it, and never got released in Japan until the download for on 3DS.
Tricks, you see, it's not Sony's decision to make; it's Sega's decision to make. As we've ascertained, Sega creates Yakuza and publishes Yakuza. It would be Sega that decides whether or not it gets released on Xbox. Did Sony have any say in the PC versions of Yakuza being released on Steam? Probably not. Again, I found it hard to get my head around this originally, but it sort of makes sense to me now that it was just the Yakuza devs preferred the PlayStation platform. But now it's been made clear that they will release the game on other platforms. So Xbox
Sony,
One is not outside the realm of possibility. I don't think Xbox One will happen.
Biased to Xbox.
I don't think Xbox One will happen because the next Xbox is on the horizon. But it might happen with the next Xbox. You might get a Kiryu Saga collection for the Xbox 2 or whatever they're going to fucking call it.
Also, I think that the fact that Square Enix have the thought that they wanted just on PS4 would make that exclusivity money top grossing, like, earning for them. But then again, if they put it on other systems, including PC, it would give them more money, which they have to think about that. So Square Enix Japan should at least make it that idea after the game releases, at least next year. They might do it next year after the game releases, is what I'm thinking.
Well, look at it this way. Look at early. The Xbox got a lot of parts of space shooter games that never got PS3 parts because Sony at the time thought it wasn't good enough for the PlayStation. So that was a reason to buy an Xbox 360 in Japan for space shooters.
Cave shooters, you mean?
Yeah,
not just Cave.
Not just Cave, like a load of brands, but yeah, Cave as well.
Yeah, it's not just Cave.
Okay.
And the reason why they're only on 360 was solely because of Sony was being funny and awkward and didn't want it.
If you're going to mention R-Type Dimensions, that's on PS3 as well, actually.
That doesn't. No, I'm not
I don't think anybody counts.
That was originally 360 only.
I don't think anybody counts R-Type Dimensions though, because it's fucking garbage. It's such an awful port.
I never played it. Is it that terrible?
Fuck yeah.
I've got a funny story about that, and this is true. I was actually in a restaurant once, and he had some tablets, and they said free games when you wait or something just for your food. And one of the tablets had R-Type Dimensions on it. You know what gets funny is they were saying, "Oh, we've got all these free games. All the games was demos on this tablet because I completed R-Type so they one level." And I said, "Please purchase the full versions."
So they couldn't even afford to give full games for things.
The thing is, though, they made it funny is finished all the glitch, they messed up on my bill, but they're meant to charge you money to use these tablets, so we're waiting for like $2 or something stupid as well. Even though
So they charged you to play demos. That's like
wow.
That's like Smash Brothers having its masterpieces.
The first level R-Type with touch screens is not very fun.
There's a fun thing. There's a fun thing about that R-Type port on tablet. Your ship jumps to where you put your finger, so you can make moves that are physically impossible.
It also instantly shoots all the time.
Yeah, but it will teleport to where you tap your finger. So you can play R-Type with movements that are physically impossible on the arcade machine or on any other version, because just where you tap, your ship automatically teleports to there. It's like the Sonic Rush bonus stages, where just where you tap, the character automatically teleports. Sega thought you'd never realise that, but you do. It makes those stages a hell of a fuckload easier.
You know, now that that the other way, but do you guys think it's possible that Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza would get in? I mean, we have Ryu and Ken who are fighters. Do you think
I would love Kiryu and Majima to appear in Smash Brothers. I don't think that would ever happen.
Tekken, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been pushing for Majima in Tekken, and I've been pushing for Majima in Mortal Kombat. Majima would be perfect for Mortal Kombat. Because it's literally Goro versus Goro. Goro versus
I think
Goro.
there's one specific reason why I'll never see a Japanese character in a Mortal Kombat game. They never get released over there, so it kind of hurts them, doesn't it? Because it's too violent for a Japanese audience.
I am gonna get that. You fucker! Don't you. I've been trying to. And it was a fucking Victini as well. Ah, you know, I was guaranteed that Pokeball, and you kept knocking it out of my hands. He gave you a final smash, and for what? It didn't even land, mate.
You know, people do want Mortal Kombat characters in Smash, but then I just watched a video from Eric Shaw on Mortal Kombat in Smash, and then he raises a good point. Mortal Kombat's banned in Japan, so Sakurai. Yeah. So Sakurai won't allow Mortal Kombat in Smash if it's banned in Japan. Mortal Kombat, that is.
You never know.
Yeah.
We've got Kratos in a Soul Calibur game. I mean, it's like
yeah, but that's because Broken Destiny was Sony platform exclusive, so it made sense to put Kratos in there.
That plus this is Sakurai. We're talking about a guy who at least would put some characters from a Nintendo system and would do it based on either experience or it's just a Nintendo character or a character from a Nintendo system.
Yeah, like literally the only time that's not been true is Joker and Cloud, but even Cloud has been on Nintendo systems. I think he was in Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy Advance.
Tactics, and there was actually a story about why Joker is in the game is because he loves Persona 5, and then he remembered that it's not a Nintendo property, and he actually wanted Joker to be in Persona 5 since he loves Persona 5 a lot. There was even an interview on the Japanese Nintendo, I think, where he meets Morgana, mascot, and whatever. If you saw that, it was actually pretty cute.
Aaron Fry, you have 10 seconds to make note of this code before I close the screen. So,
it was actually...
There we go. You're welcome. Just sort of playing around until, I guess, midnight my time, 11 o'clock my time. Wait, I've just noticed that I don't have my clock up on screen. I need to sort that out. I guess it wasn't part of my original setup.
And just because he loves Persona 5 and has an experience with that game, people would automatically assume would be the same with Minecraft just because Sakurai loves or likes Minecraft.
Work though as a character.
Yeah, just because Sakurai played Minecraft and had experience with it and liked the game.
Well, Japan likes Minecraft a lot, but at the same time, I don't know how it'd work as a character.
I do not want Minecraft in Smash Brothers. I do not.
Either you're either, and this is not you, this is anybody in general who would think this. Either you'd be the type to just do it as a meme, or you want him in for real. It's stupid either way.
I don't want Minecraft in Smash Brothers. I'm serious about this. I do not want it.
Yeah, I know you're serious, and I don't want him in either. It's dumb. I mean, Banjo and Smash, that's amazing. That's
the character's no personality, but like putting Master Chief in the game.
Master Chief has a personality.
Yeah.
And
not much.
if you're interested at all in Halo, which I'm guessing you're not, then you would have at least consumed some of the external material made for the Halo games, and you'd know that Master Chief has a personality.
Yeah.
You'd also know that he's got a massive cock.
Yeah.
Cannon.
I mean, now that Banjo's in Smash, people now assume any Microsoft character can get in Smash now, including Master Chief.
I don't think Master Chief. Nah, I think it's funny that people want the Doom guy, and all the idiots are calling him Doom, say no, he's Doom guy. Stop calling him Doom Slayer, he's Doom guy. That's his proper name.
The Doom guy from 2016 Doom and onwards is called Doom Slayer. The Doom guy refers to Doom guy from everything up to the 2016, where his official name is Doom Slayer.
Sounds stupid.
It does sound stupid. I would prefer him to be called Doom guy, but he's called Doom Slayer. I wouldn't say no to Doom Slayer in Smash. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't say no to it. It would be a weird choice, but I wouldn't say no to it. Seriously, though, my two choices I want are Travis Touchdown and 2B. It's not too much to ask. They would both have really interesting, unique combat styles, and they would have awesome final smashes. Especially Travis Touchdown coming in with a giant fucking robot, shooting lasers and missiles at everyone. So fucking cool.
Yep.
Who the fuck is Jacket?
Somebody put EDF guy in a fighting game once. I mean, that was pretty random.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean All-Star Battle or whatever it was called? All-Star Championship or something.
Yeah, All-Star Fighters.
Yeah, that game is great. You've got the pumpkin guy from that weird the Slaughter the Splatter Master, yeah.
My copy's not in completely English language, but
I just love that Europe got that, and with a really shitty translation as well. It's gorgeous.
I'm kind of surprised that game being released as a download game or anything, because it just seems like the sort of thing
it would have been so good to have that on PS4 with trophies. It really would. Oh look, it's that guy who's too good for Smash Brothers.
I remember for years on YouTube how the only...
The Hotline Miami guy. That would be weird, wouldn't it? The Hotline Miami guy in Smash. I couldn't see it myself. I don't think Hotline Miami... Well, I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility, but wouldn't that be fucking weird?
But isn't Hotline Miami an indie game? I don't think indie game characters...
Doesn't mean anything.
Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight in the game.
Yeah, Shovel Knight's an assist trophy.
Shovel Knight.
So it doesn't mean anything.
Shantae's in the game.
As a
sticker.
Easy being a playable character, but...
Oh.
Talking to Shovel Knight, really, but... Talking to Bomberman, but no...
Oh, that reminds me, actually. You just reminded me of something when you mentioned Shantae and Smash. I don't know if you know this, but people are now speculating the intro to Shantae 5, which there's a trailer, by the way, of that. It's by Studio Trigger. The animation looks awesome.
Studio Trigger doing the animation for a Shantae game. Fucking hell! Oh, that's amazing! That's like the best news I've heard all day.
It's the intro, though, but it looks fucking cool. But besides that, there's people speculating on Twitter of the intro.
Where am I? I've lost where I am.
But I'm not kidding.
Shit.
I've lost
God damn it, Skull Kid.
People are speculating, and I'm not kidding about this, I'm not joking, that the window in the beginning part of that intro looks like a Smash logo, and that they assume that she's going to be in Smash's way.
It's
Why would they
possible.
put Smash logo
Shantae
in
would
the
look
trailer
pretty
for it?
good in Smash, I must say.
It's because people are speculating it's because her window looks like the Smash logo that they think should be in
Well,
Smash.
a plus point of that character, most of the games did start on Nintendo systems. So.
Yeah.
Her first game was on Game Boy Color. I don't think Spirits deconfirmed DLC. I haven't seen any evidence to prove that. I don't think Spirits deconfirmed DLC being possible.
I don't think a character being a spirit means much, to be honest. I mean, people thought Rayman was going to be a playable character, but he's not, so...
I think that just because Shantae is a spirit doesn't deconfirm Shantae. I don't think we'll get Shantae at all. Toast Lord.
Oh wait, there's a reason why Rayman a trophy, because Ubisoft hate Rayman, don't they, so...
Ubisoft. What makes you think Ubisoft hate Rayman? What is up with Toast Lord doing this the gay dance?
Unless the next Rayman game's got Tom Clancy in the name, and then it'll get...
But here's the thing, you're forgetting something.
Tom Clancy's Rayman! Tom Clancy's Raving Rabbits.
But listen, you guys are forgetting something.
I forgot there was Rabbit Toys dressed up as a Splinter Cell character.
Fucking hell.
Well, yeah, there's that, but that's not what I was going to say. But you guys are forgetting something. There's multiple branches of Ubisoft, which is one of them being Montreal, which focuses only on the Tom Clancy series and Assassin's Creed, and the one in France does the Rayman, and the others that aren't Tom Clancy.
Yeah, but they're not working on that.
Which makes sense, because Yves... how'd you say his fucking name? Yves Guillemot? Is a fucking hack. So it makes sense that, like, Rayman is like, underrepresented because they got such a fucking hack working on the Rayman games.
No, he wants to make the pointless Beyond Good and Evil 2 sequel, which is not a sequel, but I don't know what it would... Seems like it has nothing to do with the original.
It wasn't even at E3, which is, like, the biggest fucking joke.
You mean this year, right? Because, yeah, it wasn't at E3 this year, which I was disappointed.
I don't know, pretty embarrassing by the embarrassing dialogue of the trailer, the previous trailers. Like, is this meant to be the same game as the first one? I mean, I remember people throwing F-bombs constantly in the original. Not with that Peggy 7 Plus rating. Somehow.
Wait. It was rated Peggy 7 for Europe for you guys when it was...
The original, yeah, but when they remastered it got turned into a 12, but it usually was 7.
Right. Well, maybe they just know that fans who grew up with the first game, grew up.
Oh, the original got re-rated up to a 12.
Right.
It happened with the Rabbids games on the Wii as well. Originally it was a 7 and it got re-rated to a 12.
Was that Rabbids Go Home, specifically?
I think it was, yeah. Because you can find some copies of a 7 and some copies of a 12 of it. It's kind of odd. You don't really see it.
Maybe it's because you strip everybody's clothes off that it got re-rated. Because there's literally nudity in
the game got released. How could you miss that?
I know, it's a pretty core gameplay mechanic, right? But it's possible that the ESRB... Because you've got to remember, the ESRB, they very rarely play games. They usually just rely on the developer to send them footage of elements of the game. Because I remember there was this...
I still think someday I should do a video just saying how ridiculous Peggy ratings this is and then get really violent clips from games.
There was a game, I can't remember what it was. It might have been a toy car racing game or something for WiiWare. And because there was a poster in the background of one of the rooms that was a bit risque, the 3+ rating got turned into that's it. It was ESRB, the everyone rating got turned to a teen rating because of this particular poster. And the ESRB was mad because they weren't shown a screenshot of the game with this poster in. Like, you've made us look like fools. I'm trying to remember exactly what game that was.
Didn't that happen with a game called D on the Saturn where the creator on purpose didn't show certain scenes to the Japanese rating boards so it'd get released uncut over there? I don't remember that game all being a lot violent, to be honest. I mean, it'd be a weird click-like game. Or am I thinking of a different game? It was odd. I don't know. I might be wrong. I know there was a sequel to D, but it never got released outside. Not ever released in
A sequel
Europe,
to
but
D?
on
What,
Dreamcast.
D2?
Dreamcast.
That was released on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Europe and America, I think.
Yeah, Europe and America.
Yeah.
And
I never saw a D2 copy in Europe.
it's Europe and America and
Yeah,
Japan,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah. It definitely got a release in Europe.
Maybe it was,
'cause I've
but
seen
maybe
it.
It's never sold anywhere.
I've seen it. It's a good 200 of anybody's money, but I've seen it.
Probably very rare then.
Yeah, very rare.
I remember there was this weird Resident Evil plot. I remember my cousin playing, and it was so odd up on the Dreamcast. And it starts off in the most mundane setting of a Resident Evil code ever. You just did a work in an office.
That could have been The Ring. That sounds like The Ring Terrace Realm. The Ring Terrace Realm, which was a fucking awful game.
In an office and nothing's going on.
Yeah, that game is particularly bad. There's this scene where you try to go downstairs and then the police chief guy like walks across from like the left hand side and says, "Now you're not authorized to go down there," and then walks off to the right. If you keep trying to go down the stairs, it keeps appearing from the left. So I just imagine that the guy like runs around the fucking building and back just to appear from the left hand side every time.
Story behind that game. I mean, was that clearly one of those games there that just literally was had a game in they were planning this and then just shoved the rig into it?
No, I think it was just a really poorly designed game with fuck all to do with the source material.
Because
I definitely think it started life as The Ring, because it got released in Japan as well. It got released in Japan as well.
Yeah, and the game's entirely called The Ring Terrace Realm, if I recall.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Or
Yeah.
just Ring in Japan for the Japanese
Yeah.
release. Developer Asmic
Ring.
Ace. No fucking wonder it was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, developer Asmic Ace, publisher in Japan Asmic Ace. So it was developed in Japan by people who did fucking nothing to do with the actual, like, they mustn't have ever read the fucking book. Like,
Or watch the movie.
if they want to teleport this back in time so they can fucking read
I
it.
remember it being about the Matrix. I just remember about a video that killed people. So how on earth did that game get... That was a weird one,
Like,
man.
there's fucking nothing to do with like, what's in this book in that game. Like, there's nothing to do with what's in this fucking book. I know that the movie was not entirely accurate to the book either. By the way, read this book. It's so fucking good.
Everyone only knows about the movie Ringu in Japan, or the American one, which
Yeah,
I
but
like
both of those fucked with the rules by making like the main protagonist a woman. The book works so much better with the main protagonist as a guy. Like, seriously, because then there's the whole awkwardness of like Sadako being this beautiful fucked up individual that lives in a well. It's a fucking good book. It's a fucking good book. Just learning about Sadako's history and her like being involved with the circus and shit. You never get that in the fucking movies. There's a huge amount of backstory. Yo, your mum, how's it going? Your mum as a boss says, "What's up? What's up?
Zap.
What's up? Ah."
Hey, pick up your phone.
What? What's up?
Was
What's up?
So what you doing?
What am I doing? I'm waiting for this match I'm spectating to end so another match can be spectated.
No, you're supposed to say just chilling.
Oh, just
whatever,
chilling.
Whatever.
Oh, I see, yeah. It's been a long time since I saw Scary Movie, forgive me. It's been a few years. Da da da! I'll probably stop at 11 o'clock, my time, you know, as per usual, as per
that
the norm.
game, that was definitely something.
Yeah, that was a bad game. Such a bad game. Oh look, it's Toast Lord. He's gonna dart around again on the fucking balloon fight stage.
No, it's a duck on stage.
Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. You can't fuck around as much on this, but just you wait, he'll prove me wrong.
It's been said that Square Enix are super picky with their IPs.
Actually, I remember there was another game kicking people's clothes off at the 7+ rate. This weird game Capcom made called Under the Skin, which you played as aliens.
Oh yeah, I've played that because
people's clothes off in that as well.
I'll tell you why I played Under the Skin. Because it had Jill and
Nemesis
Yeah,
in it,
it has a Resident
which was
Evil
why I
element.
played it. Was because it had Resident Evil stuff in it, and I was big on Resident Evil as a
The cover
teen.
of the game is terrible. So no wonder why nobody bought it.
for Europe, right? Because the game cover for us in America was okay. It wasn't terribly
Yeah, the European cover is just bad. It's just a bunch of silhouettes.
Yeah, it's not a very good cover. It doesn't tell you anything about what the game's about.
The game, in my opinion, is just Destroy All Humans, but Capcomized anime with just cutesy.
It's a game that would actually probably done better if they released it another console generation after, because then it could have an online mode in it where you can actually fight
it's worth pointing out that is one of the nicest looking PS2 games, and it still looks nice to this day. A game like that would have done wonders in the Xbox 360 era, because I'm going to sound like an old man, but most of the games were just grey and drab brown. You know, like a game like Under the Skin would have looked so good in HD. The thing about HD is there's so many colours to use.
They probably never released 6, it probably never did very well, and most people didn't know about it.
It's weird that they never released it on the PS4 as a digital download, because it would have done so well.
Or the Switch.
Yeah, or the Switch. Like, now's the time to do it. Capcom is looking at their old things and bringing them back, because we've got Devil May Cry on Switch, and we've got Onimusha on Switch and PC and PS4 and Xbox One. So I mean, it's possible. They could bring it back.
Resident Evil. Yep, we got Resident Evil everything, even Devil May Cry.
A remake of Resident Evil 2 in the style of Resident Evil 1 remake, and it's gorgeous. It's also incredibly fucking difficult, but it's gorgeous.
Also, we did get a new Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, don't talk about that.
What, Infinite? Yeah.
But that doesn't count. Now they could probably re-release 2 again properly as a proper game again now, but if they're going to do that, that's another thing.
Well, 2 did get a re-release on Xbox Live Arcade, and I think the fact that we got that was a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good game, though. I thought about that last stream, but thought was up to the stream. Now someone drink a Budweiser. I do have booze, but I'm gonna refrain from drinking any while I'm on holiday, unless there's an absolutely good reason, because I have to be up early every morning. Yeah, I don't get to enjoy my holiday, but that's fine.
Are any of you familiar with One Piece Mansion on PS1?
Yes.
I own that
I haven't played it, but I own it.
It seems to be a game that, back when it came out, was fairly cheap to buy second-hand. I don't know if it is anymore.
It was very easy and cheap to buy it first-hand as well. It was one of those games that ended up in like the budget sections in supermarkets and bargain bins. It was actually quite easy to get hold of.
Kind of weird games.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but Capcom side. But I know it's a lot of budget places a few years ago, loads of copies of Never Dead of all things, which a game at launch were really hard to find because Konami completely botched up the distribution of it.
There's plenty of Capcom published games on the PS2 and the PS1 that everyone loves, but they just see it as just one.
There's really weird ones that no one remembers because barely never got to play them, like Gregory Horror Show.
I'm glad that you mentioned Never Dead. This love will overcome. Time that keeps changing sensations.
Back in the box says it is based off a cartoon, but the cartoon never had a European or English release.
Oh, Gregory Horror Show.
But the game uses the same voice cast as the actual dubbed show.
Gregory
does.
Horror Show is like really close to my heart, so make
You
sure
know,
you don't say
the
anything
only-
negative about it. I don't think you are, so it's fine.
You know,
I'm not being negative about it.
But yeah, that game is like that game and that cartoon are really fucking important to me.
You know, the only thing close to Gregory Horror Show is like a different show that the director made, and that was that one with the penguin. I think it was called Pekala.
I know that.
Made a kids show, an actual proper kids show with similar design to Gregory Horror Show.
Yeah, I think that's what Jonah's referring to.
Yeah, Pekala.
It even got aired on like Canadian TV and shit.
Canadian TV and on Cartoon Network. I think.
Yeah.
Or was that Kids WB?
Yeah, that got full on shown everywhere except fucking Europe.
Yep.
It's like Mega Man, the Mega Man cartoon. Never got
That's it. Naomi Iwata. I remembered that from fucking nowhere. Naomi Iwata, yeah.
The thing where it gets funny about the Mega Man cartoon is quite a lot of people in the UK recognise the music from it because Dragon Ball Z used loads of it. So did
The Ruby Spears?
Both Dragon Ball Z and Monster Strings dub use music from the Mega Man show for some reason.
What, the Ruby Spears Mega Man?
Yeah.
Ah.
Because I don't know why they didn't just use the Japanese music for Monster Rancher, but they altered it for some reason.
But Gary, when you say Mega Man cartoon, are you talking about the anime one from the 90s or the American made one from the 80s?
The American one from the 80s, the Ruby Spears.
The only Mega Man show we ever got over here technically was...
Yeah, we didn't even get the Mega Man anime. And
was Captain N.
We didn't get like Mega Man NT or whatever it was called either. I think Sky might have
We
done that.
didn't get NT Warrior, it was on Fox Kids, it did
Yeah, Sky, on Sky, but like only Sky. Like you couldn't get it on anything else.
You know, I grew up with NT Warrior, and believe it or not, it was my very first Mega Man experience as a child. I never played any of the games until NT Warrior as a show and the games came out, to be honest.
I still think the funniest thing about Mega Man NT Warrior is it just looks like the game Pulseman.
Oh, the Game Freak one from the Mega Drive.
The people who made Pokemon, Mega Man NT Pokemon rip-off.
It's Pokemon, but with Mega Man characters, pretty much is what you're saying.
Yeah, and what the developers of Pokemon made for Pokemon, a Mega Man clone. And they're both so similar visually.
I do love the art style.
You can stick Pulseman in Mega Man NT Warrior, he won't stand out, or he won't look out of place.
I do love the character designs and art style and just everything and the themes of
That's
NT
another
Warrior.
weird game, Pulseman. It's a game that was pretty much completely voiced in English, but never left Japan. What's that about, Sega? All the voice acting were in English.
It was probably part of the aesthetic. Like they were probably going for like
Possibly,
that American.
But at the same time, it wouldn't be that hard to translate a game like that into English. I mean,
I know that it was pretty late in the Mega Drive's lifespan, which might be why it didn't get released outside of Japan. I'm sure Monster World 4 was a similar situation, where it was so close to the end of the console's life, it wasn't worth the effort of porting it, bringing it over.
It also could be the fact that Sega America were being really stupid at the time and just ignoring the Mega Drive and just constantly focusing on Saturn.
Yeah, because they wanted Saturn to make all the money. The mistake being that while the Saturn was out, they had already said, "Oh yeah, the Dreamcast is coming," which didn't fucking help.
Yeah,
which was very bad. That was after that was after they released the 32X, which basically had nothing on it. Yeah, really smart move, Sega. Sega's got it in the bag now, right? Since they stopped making consoles, what Sega have been doing is, for the most part, paying attention to their existing IPs and like actually turning that into money, and especially in recent years. I don't want to see Sega go back into consoles again. I want the micro consoles to be it for Sega, you know? Like they can do like the Mega Drive Mini and they can do like a Saturn Mini maybe, but then they can leave it there. Okay, the last match. You're up, Gary. I'll close the arena after that because it'll be time for soy.
What other disaster is there I'm trying to think of? Well, that's the problem. Is technically America did get Mega Man on the Wily one, but they never see the new content of the game because it was on Sega Channel.
Yeah, you had to download it to your console.
That game's coming back now, if you guys remember.
Yeah, for the Mega Drive Classic, it's great. It's got Bloodlines as well, Castlevania Bloodlines. Yeah. It's a really good game selection on that console. The only fucking games missing are basically Castle of Illusion, Quackshot, and
it has Castle of Illusion.
It's got Castle of Illusion.
Yeah, it does.
Oh right,
it has
okay.
That game on it.
Okay, so just then Quackshot and Puyo Puyo.
Yeah,
Fuck Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It should be Puyo Puyo everywhere.
It has Puyo 2 actually for both. No,
Yeah,
just for
Wait, really?
Version.
Really? It's got Puyo 2 for everywhere.
Not the American version.
Buying one.
We get Mean Bean Machine instead.
For Japan, it has Puyo 2, and for Europe and America, I think it's just.
Right, then fuck
Machine,
it.
I think.
If it was like Puyo 2 everywhere, I'd have been down for that. I would have bought one.
But did you know that the Sega Ages release for Nintendo Switch on the eShop for Puyo Puyo 2 has English support?
For Puyo Puyo 2?
Version sure didn't have. They didn't even bother translating a thing.
Wait, I thought only the classic Puyo Puyo, like the original, had been released on Switch.
The classic, like Sega Ages, I mean, I think it's considered classic, but the Sega Ages version of Puyo 2 on Nintendo Switch, released in Japan for the eShop, has the English version.
I'm pretty sure they released Puyo 1, not Puyo 2.
Well,
on the Switch.
Was Puyo 1? There's Puyo
I think it
1.
was actually 2. I don't think it was 1. It was the arcade version of 2, I think.
No, it's the arcade version of 1, because I've played it. I played it on stream.
I always get the arcade version mixed up.
Because if it were Puyo Sue in English, I would be fucking losing my shit, because it's never been released in English before.
Because there was a Puyo game part of the Sega Ages lineup that was Japan only for the Nintendo eShop.
Yes, that's the original Puyo Puyo. That one did get an English arcade release.
I saw Puyo arcade machine in an arcade.
Yeah, me too. I played one when I was a child. I think Margate had one at the.
I just find it interesting how they all find calling that an arcade, but not on a console.
My first Puyo experience was Puyo Pop Fever on GameCube.
Maybe it was a mess like Puyo Tetris. No, not Puyo Tetris. What am I talking about? A mess like Buster Move again. What that weird version of Buster Move they made, which confuses everyone's existence. If you know anything about what that game is. Buster Move again is this really bizarre version of Buster Move they made. And for some reason, Title of America decided to basically remove all the Bubble Bobble characters from it and change the music and backgrounds and sound effects.
Also, wait, it was actually the DS version of Puyo Pop Fever I played as my first Puyo experience, not the GameCube version.
The thing where it gets funny about the old Puyo Tetris thing and all that, the old Buster Move thing is, there's a glitched version on the PS2 of it, but only in America. I don't know how they managed it, but what happened is when the ported Taito Legend.
Okay, I'm going to bring the stream to a close shortly, so it's time to wrap up the conversation.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere with this anyway.
Because Soy's about to start, so. I'm just going to see if I can unlock Ness. Because he kicked my ass.
Also, good luck unlocking Ness and Lucas. They are actually the hardest out of most of them.
Yeah, the AI on Ness is pretty nuts.
It doesn't help this level it's in, though, to be honest. I mean, it's because you have to bounce on because of the map level. help, to be honest.
I think it's just Sakurai playing favourites again. Because Hal were involved with the creation of Mother.
What is it like Soul Calibur 4, where characters seem 10 times harder than everyone else in the game?
Yeah, I think it's just Sakurai being playing favourites, because Hal worked on the Mother games.
All of us with a difficulty in Soul Calibur 4, everyone were really easy to beat in the arcade mode, apart from that one stupid apprentice guy who were a complete nightmare.
Hey, you leave Galen Marek alone.
I'm just saying it was weird how it was considerably harder than everyone else in the game to beat.
Well, that's because if you played Force Unleashed, you'd know how powerful he is.
I don't think Force Unleashed is canon to Soul Calibur somehow.
Well, yes and no. Of course, it's not canon to Soul Calibur, but it's canon to Soul Calibur 4. Not canon to the series, but canon to that game.
I know, it'd be pretty funny to think it's Star Wars, Soul Calibur's canon to Star Wars.
Got him!
Cool. I have a question actually related to the art tab. Which picture that I sent in that tab is your favorite, actually?
In the art tab. Hold on. I'll have a look.
Picture am I asking is your favorite? You know, the one with the Sega girls?
Oh, you mean which one of the girls you posted is my favorite? You already know the answer to that one.
Well, no, I'm asking which picture is your favorite, but Sega Girls, I'm wondering...
Which tab was this?
Art.
Did you have permission to repost this piece of art?
I didn't repost it, I was just there when it was yesterday. I was just asking which picture is your favorite.
Gallery. Well, you already know the answer. It's going to be Gemini Sunrise. It's going to be whichever one had Gemini Sunrise in it. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at that picture closely, their names, like the beginning part of the name, spell out the company's name. I mean, I don't know if that's a coincidence.
You'd have to be a deaf, dumb, and blind kid not to notice it spells out the word Sega.
As the teacher in Incredibles would say, coincidence? I think not.
Alright, I'm gonna call the stream to a close now. So first off, I'm gonna drop out of the voice lobby but thank you for joining me, Jonah and Gary, today. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to say good night to everybody. Again, apologies that I don't always catch what's going on in the chat when the voice lobby's on, but I do my best. So just to read off a few names. Thank you, Johnny, Sushi Sunshine, Trix is no longer here, Your Mama's Boss, Aaron Fry, who joined me on Smash Brothers, thank you very much. Weird Falco player. Draven was here for a while, I don't know if he still is. Kai. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid could play a mean pinball, absolutely. But he couldn't tell that they spelt the word Sega, because he couldn't see. Alright, until next time, if we live that long.